Hello, everyone. You know, when I was a young gymnast in the 70s and 80s, our team would all pile in to the back of my coach's pickup truck, and he would drive us all over town. And we never once thought about safety or liability. Or there were nights, because I lived far from the gym, when my male coach would drive just me home from practice, and we didn't think twice about it. Well, times are a-changin', or have changed. And so, in light of our current events and media coverage, I wanted to take this opportunity to give coaches some tips and safeguards that will help our athletes feel protected and happy. Before I give you the tips, I want to remind you of something I tell you all the time, and that is you are heroes in the eyes of your athletes. And so, with this responsibility, you want to remember that everything you say and do affects their self-esteem. All right, let me give you some tight mind tips. This list is in no way comprehensive, just some things I wanted you to keep in mind. Number 1, be friendly, but don't be their friend. There's an important distinction here. You want to be friendly, of course. You want to share some of yourself with your athletes, and you want to definitely ask them about them. But always keep a teacher-pupil professional relationship. Now, this is true both in person and through text and social media. Be very aware of what you're putting out there and what you're getting back. Also, be sure that you always have appropriate verbal interactions with your athletes. Now, of course, you want to be intense and passionate and uplifting and encouraging. But watch on some of those hard days that some of your language doesn't seem demeaning or humiliating or threatening or anything that could really hurt your athlete's character and self-esteem. Those types of wounds can last for a long time. And so, be very careful of everything you say to your athletes. Also, be mindful of your physical interaction with your athletes. Now, this is a little different at different ages, but for the most part, you want to be very careful of any type of tickling, having athletes sit on your lap, massaging your athletes, even if it's a sore or injured part, and correcting body positions if you're really angry or frustrated and your corrections might seem like you're grabbing them or a little harsh. Now, of course, we have to be physical with our athletes. You have to correct technical body positions. And it's also so important that you show your belief physically. So be sure that you give hugs and side hugs and high fives and pats on the back. Last, have an open door policy at your gym. And I mean this in 2 ways. Way number 1, have an open door policy with your parents. Be sure that they feel like they can come to you and you feel like you can go to them. Also, keep your doors open. Literally, keep your doors open in your gym. You don't want to have too many meetings behind closed doors. If you can keep the door open, that's preferable. Now, if you have to have a meeting that's a little more private, then you want to have another coach present or a parent present. This is especially true of male-female interactions, but it's also true of male-male or female-female interactions. When you have that third party present, it really helps with nothing being miscommunicated and all parties being on the same page. With all these tips, remember, athletes come first. If you have any concerns or questions, be sure that you just don't sweep it under the rug, but you talk to people about it and get the appropriate person involved that can really help. Our sport is so awesome, and we know that it teaches life lessons, good life lessons for all of our athletes. Let's be sure that we're doing our part to help our athletes feel happy and protected and safe. I'm Doc Allie, and it's Tight Mind Monday.